This is something that really disturbed me, you guys. Did you all see the recent article by Erica Good that talks about victims who are pushing for laws to end revenge posts? Do you know what these are?
And actually, it's sometimes called revenge porn, which is all different types of levels of disturbing.
Yeah, it's so disturbing.
It's not consensual that these people are participating in it, so it shouldn't really be called porn at all.
No, but just in case people aren't familiar with these things, there are these websites where usually disgruntled ex-boyfriends, ex-lovers, ex-husbands can post pornographic pictures that women might have taken themselves, might have just been something that they did privately in their relationship, and posting them for everyone to see, and not only that, identifying people by name, where they live, where they work. So you put these things up there, and they just go viral and are exposing all of these intimate details, obviously not at all what the pictures were originally intended to do. So people are trying to somehow rein this in and make people accountable, either financially or, of course, by closing down these sites. But it's really proving almost like someone said a whack-a-mole game to get them to get any recourse against these people. Mm-hmm. So yeah, what do you guys think about this?
It's really scary that people feel that they can post intimate things on the internet without someone's approval and that there's no repercussions. So I definitely support the idea of having some sort of legal consequences if you take a photo that was given to you in confidence and you share it on the internet. That's absolutely not okay. And unfortunately, what ends up happening is our culture seems to support really placing the blame on the woman or man whose photo has been shared rather than placing the blame on the person that shared it. And it's this idea that it's somehow that person's fault for either taking the picture or trusting the person, and we're really assigning blame to the wrong person. The person that should be held accountable is the one that has betrayed the trust. So I hope that that's where we're headed with these laws.
Yeah, it seems ridiculous that the law is really just in defense of the First Amendment, but they should just be banning doing something that's when you take something in trust. It's just a wrong thing to do and common sense, and you just really shouldn't distrust these photos. And it seems kind of very sexist, like all the men are arguing that it's the First Amendment and they just want the photos up there and to be allowed. And I think that the girls need to take an action and just like take a photo. Every girlfriend needs to take a photo of their boyfriend's like flaccid penis and just keep it, just keep it. So then if the no law gets passed, we start some websites. You know, we need to have something here.
I was going to say, why is it that this is only pictures of women posted by men? Why isn't the reverse happening at all?
I've seen the reverse happen. I don't want to give any shout outs to any of these sites because there are some really nasty sites out there, but Laverne, what do you think when it comes to actually being able to erase your past online? I mean, a big problem is that once the content's out there, we can't get rid of it. So any advice in that aspect?
I think we've all, I know personally, I've sort of made some mistakes within the sexting realm. I mean, sexting is something, I think we need to keep it real that sexting is something that like almost everyone's doing. Like maybe not everyone, but I've certainly done, and most of the people I know are doing. And for me, I think about the whole piece of like I've been in relationships and really angry at someone and had a thought of doing something to get revenge on the person, but then I slowed down and I thought, wait, do I want to be putting that kind of energy out into the universe? And so what I would say to these people is just like, what is wrong with you that this is what you're doing to these people? I mean, for me, that criminalizing folks gets weird for me, like always sort of resorting to the criminal justice system where it is really tricky, but then you ruin people's lives when you do that. It's just such bad energy. This is not coming from a place of love. If you were in a relationship with someone that you cared about, you should not, it's just,
I know, it's really dicey. And then there was this one woman in this New York Times article who said that she actually changed her name because this digital past followed her, wherever she went. And then the local county that she lived in posted her name change online. So it caught up with her again, and she literally just cannot shake the situation. So I just think this is so unfortunate. But it is a good point that, we have to think about a lot of the things that we post online. I mean, obviously in a very different issue. I mean, people talk about the fact that you're posting pictures of your kids. People are posting pictures of, their friends' kids. These are all minors, right? Who has the right to post these pictures of minors in the first place, even though they're all just, seemingly friendly? Is that going to be something that you're embarrassed about someday? And, there was another piece of legislation relating to this, actually. California Governor Jerry Brown signed legislation last Monday that will give minors the ability to request online services like Facebook and Twitter, of course, remove their posts because, your digital past lasts a lot longer than you think.
Yeah, I think also I had a really great conversation on Twitter about this. I think in addition to coming up with legislation that will help protect young people online, I think we also need to educate young people about the importance of their digital footprint. The same way that we teach our kids, don't drink and drive, don't talk to strangers. We need to talk to them about being smart and safe about what they post on the internet, because I think a lot of times, children a lot of times think that they're invincible and don't realize that the stupid things that they do now that are stupid things that everybody does, as a young person, that there's it's permanent when you post it on the internet. I read somewhere the internet is written in permanent ink. And while you can have it taken down by Facebook, there are people that will screenshot it and will make memes out of it or can download your video and repost it. And so as much as we should go after the people that use that content in the wrong way, we should also give our young people the tools to make sure that they protect themselves and they can prevent those situations from happening if possible.
Yeah, I'm still learning these things too. I feel like we need this to be able to push this delete button like every decade. Like at age 30 and 40, you can just be like, a drunk text.
Let's delete that decade.
Yeah. So I need that too. I don't think after 18 you stop making stupid decisions.
No, but you know what I was really surprised about? My 7-year-old, second graders, came home from school yesterday with a form that said we all need to review our household rules of Facebook and Twitter and what they're allowed to post, because young kids, even believe it or not, they get on your iPad and they post things. That there was like a code of conduct that we needed to literally sign and have our kids sign and return to the school. So you can never start too early, I think, is the point.